Hello friends, welcome to my channel Medico Portal. I am Pallavi. Hello friends, today's topic is RBC. What is RBC? What does this mean? These RBCs are nothing but red blood cells. The full form is red blood cells, and these RBC also have some other name called as erythrocytes. In this topic today, we are going to learn some important points about RBC. They are nothing but structure of the RBC, like what are its sizes, shapes, etc., and the normal characters, which includes the normal value and the properties of the RBC, which are very important, and they may play main role, and the variations of RBC in different aspects or different categories. Here we can see different pathological conditions as well, and the other important features related to the RBC. We are going to deal with all these in today's video. Coming to the first topic, before that we should know what does the erythrocyte mean. Erythro means red and cytes means cell. This red color of the RBC, that means it gives a color to the hemoglobin. We all know that hemoglobin is red in color and the blood is also red in color. It is due to these red blood cells. Coming to the first point, structure. These are non-nucleated cells. That means these cells do not have any kind of nucleus and they are biconcave in shape. These non-nucleated cells do not have any kind of DNA. DNA is present in nucleus, as it has no nucleus, no DNA. And these cells also don't have any kind of powerhouse of the cell, that is mitochondria. So the energy is obtained by the process of glycolysis for the RBC. And the shape are biconcave. The biconcave shape is nothing but it's like a dumbbell shape. Coming to the advantages of this biconcave shape, which is very important for a cell to travel in circulation. And there are three important advantages of RBC I'll mention here. And the first importance of this biconcave shaped cell, it helps an equal and rapid distribution of any substances and also the oxygen. Here the oxygen is equally distributed among the cells and fastly distributed, and it can get easily squeezed and it can easily pass through any kind of vessels or thin membranes. As it is a biconcave shape, it gets squeezed and easily go through the membrane. And coming to the third advantage, it has a large surface area, as it has two ends which are very large and middle portion which is very thin compared to the edges. It has large surface area, so that large amount of waste is collected, and also the distribution of any substances is made through large surface area to large number of cells. These are the three main important advantages of the biconcave cells. Normally, the range of RBCs varies from 4 to 5 million cells per cubic millimeter. This is the unit of RBC cells measurement. But it differs in males to females. In males, the number of cells are approximately 5 million cells per cubic millimeter of the blood, but in males, the value is somewhat less compared to the females, and it is around 4.5 million cells per cubic millimeter of the blood. These are the values in females and males. Coming to the properties of the RBC, which are very important, as I said, here are four main important properties. The first one is Rayleigh formation. We'll see one after the other after the four important properties noted here. The second one is specific gravity of the blood, and coming to the third point, which is nothing but PCB, and fourth one is suspension, stability. We'll see one after the other. Coming to the first one, which is nothing but Rayleigh's formation. This is a property of the RBCs. We can see when the blood is collected out from the blood vessel and placed, the RBCs in the blood gets piled up. That means like a pile of coins, these RBCs gets piled up one on the other. This is Rayleigh's formation. It is a property of RBC. And coming to the second point, which is specific gravity, the specific gravity of the blood is approximately 1.092 to 1.101. And coming to the third feature, nothing but PCV. What does this PCV mean? Nothing but the PCV is nothing but packed cell volume. What does this packed cell volume means? It is the amount of the RBC present in the total volume of blood. But the unit here is percentage. So approximately the packed cell volume of RBC is 45%. We can also call these packed cell volume with another name, nothing but hematocrit value. That means nothing but packed cell volume. Coming to the fourth point, nothing but suspension stability. During the circulation of the blood, the RBCs in the blood are uniformly suspended. That means they are present in equal amounts all through the surface in circulation. This is an important property of the RBCs. This property of being uniformly distributed is called as suspension stability. And the normal range or the normal lifespan average of our RBC is 120 days. After these 120 days, the cell gets destroyed or it gets dies. This is very important feature of RBC. And coming to the variations in RBC, these variations are seen in different aspects. I'll discuss one by one. This is a variation in amount or the count. That may be a physical variation or pathological variation. Physical variation is the one which is present in normal conditions of the body, and pathological condition is the one which is present during diseased conditions. And physiological variations, the RBC count maybe increases or it decreases in some conditions, and the pathological variations related to the count are polycythemia, and it is again divided into primary polycythemia and secondary polycythemia. And another important feature is anemia. I'll discuss this polycythemia and anemia in the coming videos. And increase in the RBC is one of the main important condition we all should be clear about. First thing, in what conditions this RBC increases? During the birth of a baby, initially the cell count is more than the normal average. It is approximately 10 million cells per cubic millimeter of blood. But this more number of cells with passing days, they get destructed in within 10 days. So the newborn babies are mostly affected to jaundice. It is nothing but a physiological jaundice. Okay, coming to the second important point where this RBC increases is in high altitudes. In the people who climb high mountains or high altitudes, they develop a deficiency of oxygen, hypoxia condition. So the RBC increases in order to compensate the decreased amount of oxygen they have or increased demand for the oxygen they have. And this RBCs also increases in females in various conditions, in the reproductive age and in the women after menopausal age. The RBC count varies. In reproductive age it is very less when compared to the normal life, and also in the menopausal age woman. Coming to the other important point, during exercises the RBC increases immediately after exercise, and also In emotional disturbances or emotional conditions like anxiety, the RBC's count increases. And these are some important points. And uh, the other important point here is in temperature variations, the RBC's count varies. In during increase in temperature, all the normal functions of the body get stimulated and they get activated and more functional. Along with that, the RBC count also increases, and after meals, the RBC increases. Coming to the next important category where the decrease in RBC occurs. This decrease in RBC occurs in three main conditions. In high barometric pressure conditions, where does this high barometric pressure present? In deep seas or in a places where below the atmospheric level, in high pressure. And during the sleep, the normal functions are also get decrease during this sleep, and also the RBC count. And in pregnancy conditions, the RBC count also decreases. Coming to the important property, it's nothing but size. This size also has some variations. Coming to the first one, physiological, and as I've said, and pathological variations. The physiological variations are present in normal conditions, that is in venous circulation, the RBC size is very slightly increased than the RBCs present in the arterial circulation. This is a physiological variation in size. But coming to the pathological variation, there are three types: microcytes, macrocytes, and anisocytes. These three pathological conditions will be discussed in the later videos. And the shape, which is another property of RBC, it is also having some variations. In various pathological conditions, the shape of the RBC varies. Depending upon the shape of the RBC, we can sometimes identify the disease or the condition of the person. It is elliptocytosis, poikilocytosis, spherocytosis. These three conditions are not normally seen in normal people. They are seen in people who are having different kinds of anemia. These topics are also discussed in the coming videos. Thank you so much for watching my video till the end. Please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel Medico Portal. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me.